Taurus, this is your weekly energy check-in reading. We're going to pull some cards for your overall energy of the week. The things that the energies you're bringing in from last week into this week. The energy around you, your energy. And then as a treat, at the end, we'll pull some cards about what's lucky this week. Alright, I'm Queer Astrology Tarot, and this is your reading, Taurus. So your overall energy of the week is the Three of Wands. Okay, so does the grass seem greener on the other side? Let's see. The Hermit is the energy from last week. The Four of Wands, interesting, is the energy around you. Or the Four, I mean the Nine of Wands is the energy around you. And the Nine of Cups. Interesting. In this deck, it's the Nine of Elixirs, but the Nine of Cups is your energy. Alright, let's get some clarification on. Before we start this, I just need a little more clarification because okay, the first card we're going to clarify is this Nine of Wands. The Emperor. Okay. And the Lovers. So, Taurus, if this reading applies to your love life or your romantic life or any partnerships that you might be in, so that could especially associated if you are an artist or with your work or things that you love. But if what's happening right now is feeling like perhaps it needs a change or that you need a change in environment or just changing where it is, I think that you should, because it seems as if it's really hard right now because there's just this Emperor. So the Emperor is great. The Emperor is Aries energy, but that's but more so the Emperor, the qualities about him. He really gets, he has this power and fire. And with that power and fire, sometimes, he can just get a little carried away. And so, these lovers, and the lovers are the sweet version of the devil. And the devil is this energy of too much passion, and maybe some manipulation by otherworldly forces. And so with the lovers, it's also hella passion, but just making sure, I don't know, I feel Taurus, this relationship, it might be hard, whatever this is resonating for you. If the energy around you, is hard, and the general energy of the week is really let's maybe try something else. I think that your desire to have this Nine of Cups situation is beautiful. And as a Taurus, when you really live in that energy, y'all are so powerful. It's incredible. It's just that process of getting into that energy can sometimes take a little bit longer than you might hope for. So if you're in this place right now where you're whoa, I'm here. I feel like I have, this is the thing. This is what I wanted, whether it be your art project, how it's going, or your school project, or your job, or your relationships, or, whatever it is that, is important for you right now. I love that you're in this energy. I'm going to get some clarification there, and it's beautiful, but I just want us to make sure that with, whatever is happening, you're not, letting your, you're not putting on, rose-colored glasses, because that's a possibility right now. So we're going to clarify this Nine of Cups. Okay. Seven of Wands and Death. Alright, my loves, my Tauruses, my bulls, you're so strong and smart and you can really stand your ground, and you can protect yourself and protect your people. But my dear, so death is like a card for me. I love the card. I love death, this card, because it's like before you have, we need death for life. The things that, like when the physical body decays, proper, or like when it goes back to the earth, it's like you become one again with the earth, and it's beautiful, and that doesn't happen without death. And keeping in mind that, like, my loves, Taurus, I know you can get stuck in the soft emotions that you have in these Nine of Cups emotions, but like, my love, I just want you to keep your eyes open for what might be happening, or that it might actually not be happening. That whatever that perception is that you have right now, I want you just to, like, keep yourself protected in every way you can. And if you feel like, I got to this emotional place, I'm committed, or like, I worked really hard, it's beautiful. And what that means is that you have that capacity, and that you know the roadmap, you know how to get yourself there. But it's possible that the situation is not what you think it might be. And because, this lover's place, it's such a strong emotion. So beautiful. I love it. But it can kind of like, just overtake us. And we might miss things that are right in front of us. I mean, that has definitely happened to me, dears. Okay, so let's get a little clarity with this Three of Wands. The Five of Cups, Strength, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is exactly what I was saying, Taurus. So if this situation in front of you is not what you would hope it to be, what you idealize it to be, I don't want you to miss, like, this, what you've learned. And also, that process of, like, falling in love with something or someone. And how, if you're able, like, letting it change you and growing and learning, because nobody's perfect and no relationship is perfect. And so, as we grow, sometimes we can grow alongside people, and sometimes we can't, and that's okay. It's okay to love somebody from afar. And so, just don't forget about how what you're going to learn, and how you've been through these things before, whether it's like this letting go of, you're realizing a project you're doing is just not working out. You need to either try a new route, or, just put it down altogether, which I know is hard to put things down, because, Taurus, you're like, I'm earth, I invested my feelings, so let's, like, stay here. I don't want you to do that. Let's get some clarity on the Hermit. The Queen of Cups. And the Tower. One more. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the energy from last week is that I think you started to realize that the situation you're in is not quite the one you thought it was. Whatever realization maybe you just felt disconnected emotionally, or things started to change, the situation started to shift. But last week it started, and you realized it. You went inside, because what the Hermit does, whether it be, actually like staying inside, or just going inside of your mind, inside of yourself. And Taurus, you're so good at that. When you're at home, and when you feel like that, home groundedness, then you're so excellent at going deep inside yourself when you want to. If you don't want to, you'll, like, find anything else to do, right? And that's okay, because that's how some of us, like, survive things. I do that often, so, you know, no judgment. But, like, Taurus, like, the Hermit takes, as in that energy last week, you looked inside yourself, and you looked into that place inside yourself where you know the truth exists. And even if it is an uncomfortable truth, you know it's there. So in these moments right now, that energy from last week coming into this week, I want to tell you that, like, it's okay to start to disengage. It's okay. I know that you'll often, you know, dig your heels in, or like dig your little bull like hooves in, and that's cool. It's so it's so important, and it helps us so much to stay when things are difficult. But my dears, I think that if you're considering or you're seeing that things have changed, that, you know, it's time to move, it's time to, it could be a physical move even, but just, you know, the changes are here, and that's okay. Let's find out what's left for you this week. And Taurus, I know that, like, these, like, Tower, Death, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups type things, they can feel really, like, anxiety producing. But there is a song lyric by, I can't remember who it is. It's some, like, Riot Girl band or something. And the song lyric is that afraid is much better than a fake forever. And what that means is that even moving and changing and picking up and going, which can hurt. I'm feeling that hurt inside my heart chakra for you right now, Taurus. Yeah, I think that y'all would rather live in your truth than live in fakeness, even if it's hard. So what's lucky for you this week, Taurus? Hey, okay, the King of Wands. So your passion and your power and your ability to move. I mean, the King, you know, this archetype energy is so much like, and you have the Emperor also, that, like, let's move, you know? I can bear these heavy weights on my shoulders. I can lift myself. I can lift my spirit. I can lift my community. I can lift my loved ones. Making sure that that's what they also want too. But in this situation, it's really where your luck lies right now, is that in that power and that leadership that you have. And your staying power for yourself. You see the world, whatever was in the Three of Swords, whatever was going on, it's done. And that's cool. You know, it's June, it's Pride Month, and there's, like, things to do, whether it be, like, meeting people out in the world, the physical world, or, like, the virtual world, but there's so much happening. So, you know, like, go and meet people, like, do this world thing, and, you know, figure out, like, where you're gonna, even if you feel like this, you know, you're still walking, still moving, because Taurus, that's what you do. Y'all are strong, and even if it's slow movement, you do it.